Shalom. This is Shalomah from the Great Millstone at Atlanta Camp. Before I get started in this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honor to my elders and apostles, the Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect. All right, this lesson is going to be angels' identity. And what made me want to do this particular lesson, I have done lessons in the past on angels and the chariots of the Lord, which people call them UFOs. Those are the vehicles that the angels travel in, and it's more and more sightings. Um, in the current days, they're not hiding anymore. They're just you can just automatically just almost look up in the sky at any time and see them. All right, so I want to say like on a clear night. Go outside, spend you about 15 minutes, and you're guaranteed to see a a vehicle or a chariot, an angel's vehicle. So let's get into the angel's identity. And like I said, what made me want to do this lesson is because there's a video going around on YouTube, TikTok, social different platforms about this government official. He was speaking. I'm not sure how true this is. I'm not saying it's 100% true, but as far as the images, he were pretty accurate. All right, so basically, he said that there was this large cigar shaped ship. It was over a mile long, and it landed on the Air Force base. And he said when it landed, it caused a slight earthquake, like a 3.5 or something like that. And there was a back door to the ship. So when he said the people that got off, they were African Americans and they were tall. They were like over 6 feet tall. Um, what else? Oh, he said they had large weapons, and he said they were young African Americans. So that description is pretty on point with how the angels look. Now they're saying that they're black extraterrestrials. That's true, but they're angels of the Lord, because people believe more into aliens than the Most High Yahweh, and all because of what Esau has put out there. He has our people thinking, well, not all people, his people too. Everybody thinking that those ships have little green men in them, or tall, skinny grays. They call them the grays, and it was. I used to look into that stuff a while back. I actually started believing it, but none of that stuff is true. The angels look like so-called Negroes. All right. So I want to start with this Genesis chapter 1, because when the earth was created, when the Most High created the earth, along with the angels, the powers of the angels, that word God there in Genesis 1 and 27 is Elohim or Elohim, which is plural for powers. And when you look into the definition, it says judges and it says angels. So, the Most High, he gives the order, and, he has the angels doing the work. All right, so let's start with this Genesis 1 and 27. It says, so God created man in his own image. In the image of the Most High created he him, male and female created he them. All right, so women, the woman was formed after the man, and women were formed to carry out, the duties that of a woman. Men were formed to carry out the duties of a man. All right, so men had to be stronger, bigger. We had to have a more tough skin, muscle. And women, they were they're women. They're more soft. You know, they have woman parts and stuff. So that's how the heavenly powers created us. All right. So everyone was brown or had a dark complexion, had melanin. There were no so-called white people on the earth. That came after Esau, Edom. Okay, that's in Genesis 25 and 25. Esau is the progenitor of the white so-called white race. But as far as the beginning, the man was created after the image of the angels. So the angels look like men. So when he said they were African American men, they were young and they got off the back of this ship. That was kind of accurate. Once again, not saying that this is 100% true, but I have heard this story more than once. So let's get into some more scriptures on the identity of the angels. Let's go to this is one of my favorites, Judges. I was just reading this before this video, Judges chapter 13 and verse 6. And this is when Samson's mother, before she conceived, the angel came to her. It says, when the woman came, Slakia, then the woman came and told her husband, saying, a man of the Most High came unto me. His countenance was like the countenance of an angel of the Most High, very terrible. But I asked him not whence he was, neither told he me his name. All right, so this messenger, which that's what angel mean, messenger, came to the woman, and she said he had a terrible countenance. He was like an angel of the Most High. So of course they're not gonna look scary and none of that. Maybe they build because they are large. They bigger than the average sized man, especially nowadays. Because man lost their stature. But in the kingdom, man is gonna get that stature back. And I'm talking about the elect of Israel. All right, we're gonna be back 6, 7, 8 feet tall. All right, probably taller than that. I know when you read in the Apocrypha, what is it, 2nd Ezra chapter 2, and it talks about Yahushua giving out the crowns, that say he was taller than all the rest. So Yahushua is a tall man, or a very tall man. All right. You think the most powerful man that ever walked the earth is going to be, average size? No, when he comes back, he's going to be tall, and he has an angelic body, and you can read about that. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and get that. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, and I want to say it starts around, or is it 2 Corinthians? Hold on. I believe it's 2 Corinthians 15. Oh, it's lucky. There is no 2 Corinthians 15. All right, what am I thinking about? I think I was right. 1 Corinthians 15. Yeah, I was right. 1 Corinthians. Okay, so let's go up. Because it talks about the spiritual bodies and the natural bodies. Okay, here we go. It says, verse 39 says, all flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, and another of fish, and another of birds. There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial, but the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. All right, so the Most High created different types of beings. You have angels, The angels can actually travel in and out of the spirit world. They can travel in the heavens, and then they can travel back to earth. All right. And they can actually take on different forms. So if an angel came to you in his like raw form, it'll probably scare you. Because when you read Isaiah chapter, I believe it's chapter 6. Now this would scare the average person. Isaiah chapter 6, and let's start at verse 2. It says, "Above it stood the seraphim, which is an angel with 6 wings. Each one had 6 wings. With one he covered his face, with one he covered his feet, and with one he did fly." So this angel uh, had wings covering his face, covering his feet, and then he had more wings to help him fly. All right. And that's what you call a seraphim. The other ones are cherubims, and they have 4 wings. So, like I said, if an angel came to you in his form, you probably wouldn't be able to handle it. You know, he's probably going to come to you in the form of a man. Let's go to Hebrews chapter 13. Oh, Salakia chapter 13 and verse 2. I'm going to start from the top. It says, "Let brotherly love continue. Be not forgotten to entertain strangers." This is talking about how you treat others, especially those of your tribe, or of your other Israelites. You know, we're supposed to be gentle and generous to each other. You know, it shouldn't be any anger and violence and all of that. This is how it's supposed to be, and it's going to be like this once again. All right. Now, the reason why this is being said, because you could actually run into someone, and it's going to test you, and that someone could be an angel. And I believe that we have ran into angels on earth. Verse 2 says, "Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for there be some have entertained angels unawares." So an angel has probably come to a lot of brothers, a lot of the prophets, and they didn't even know. An angel probably came to me and I didn't know, just to see how you act, and how they would how you would treat them. All right, because these angels actually hear all prayers, and they get delivered up to Yahweh Shah, and Yahweh Shah deliver them up to Yahweh, the Most High. All right, Yahweh Shah is in control of the angels, and Yahweh, the Most High, he's in control of he's the Most High. He's the highest power, in control of everything. All right, so let me see, where were we? That's pretty much it on this Hebrews. But yeah, this guy, he was speaking, he said that these angels look like so-called black men, or he said African Americans. He didn't say Africans. He didn't say anyone else. He said African Americans. Now, if you look at all the tribes, all 12 tribes, you have some with lighter complexion, and you have some dark complexion. I want to say, out of every tribe, there are dark-skinned men that look like African Americans, out of every tribe. All right. So these angels, they look like the 12 tribes of Israel, or the men. Me myself, I'm a dark-skinned man, but my background goes back to Gad, which is Native American. All right. I had a best friend I grew up with. He was a regular, he looked like a so-called black man, but he was actually Cuban. And you couldn't tell. He looked like a regular old guy, regular old African American. But he's, for from the tribe of Manasseh. All right, so these we were made in the image of the angels. So that's pretty much the identity of what you call the messengers of heaven, or the angels. All right, they look like so-called black men. Then there was another account where it was this one of the Latin Northern Kingdom uh, tribes. There was a man, and he was talking about uh, uh, alien, from a UFO, but he said he was a dark-skinned man. It's an old video. I'm not even sure if where you would be able to find it, but or where I saw it. But he said this angel was a dark skinned man, or he said UFO or alien. So with that, when the angels come to earth and get ready to set off that judgment and bring that wrath of the Most High, they're people are going to be terrified. They're going to see these angels. They're going to see the elect, the 144,000, get changed into something different. They're going to see all of these things happen, and it's going to be terrifying for them. But you know what? That's a blessing for us, and this actually increases your faith, knowing that the heavenly powers look like you. It makes you feel good. It makes you especially look down on Esau because they don't look like him. They look like us. So I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I pray that this was edifying. Once again, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us this truth. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect. Shalom.